So a lot of people have been asking how the house has been going lately. So I said I'd do a quick video walkthrough just to explain it because it's a bit hard to pick up from photos now. So we'll start off here in the entry. So this is a 1200 wide door with a glass section in it, as well as a glass side light. All the glazing is a white opaque glazing. And out there will be exposed ag landing with steps down here, and this is going to be a feature stone wall, that section there, which turns around then into render. What you see when you come in through the house is, first of all, you'll get a glimpse in through the garden. So this is a double glazed window here, full height. There'll be a little tiled plinth here, square plinth with a piece of artwork on it with some planting around and some lights, which will look nice at night time. And also at the same time, you'll also see down the hall, which will have, so all the floors are timber floors. At the end of the hall here, there's a little recessed ledge which will be tiled, and then there's going to be horizontal battens in the recess at the very back. So something to keep your eye looking at when you're walking down the hall. Here in the front as well, we have a little recessed area to get into the front guest bedroom and the study, and we've created a little brick recessed ledge here for artwork, which will have a task light here shining down on top of it. In here is the guest bedroom, which has an overview of the street. So again, these are all double glazed windows. There's a corner window here. There'll be steps coming down here with some step lights in the wall, and that's your feature stonework. With a little planter bed outside here as well, which is nice, and then a big exposed ag driveway and some plants over in the front. This bedroom here is 28 courses, and we will have sliding glass robes here, again in that opaque white glazing. So through here into the study. So the study is quite large, and we'll have an L-shaped desk here in the corner, and computer here, fly tying gear here, and a bit of printer stuff, and overspill on that side. At the back then there will be a big drawing board and stool over in this corner. Back out into the entry, we have the garage. So there's going to be a concrete landing here, shaped something like that, and on this side there will be, say, fridges and a tumble dryer, and then we'll have steps down into the garage. These reveals between the bricks have been made wide enough to accommodate the existing storage racks I already own, and this is the door out to the boat store. So my car will park here, Lauren's beside it, and then basically in this corner right here we have trailer storage for the kayaks and motorbikes, or if we ever end up getting a camper trailer, that will go there as well. So it's quite a big garage with lots of storage in it, especially along this wall as well. So we go down the hall a bit here and just talk about this. This is going to be 4-panel wide sliding double glazed door, looking into the courtyard, and on this side here there's going to be barn style doors hung on this passage side, and between both of those then there's going to be a timber panel ceiling here, so just to make a nice feature there, and we're carrying that kind of theme through into the dining area here as well, and just trying to figure out the extent of it in there. So this gives you the first kind of view as you walk down the hall into the courtyard and what's going on. So this is the dining and the family area with the kitchen in the background, so it overlooks the courtyard quite well. In here then is a theatre, so quite a large theatre with a single full height double glazed window here, and then we have a brick recess here for the television, and we'll be making up some fabric panels and things in here to go on this wall and to frame the television, as well as cabinetry lower down. In the ceiling here there's a recessed bulkhead which will have timber battens, stained timber battens, so this will be a bit of a darker room because it's a theatre. And you also get a natural light through here when the doors are open, straight out through the courtyard. And the way the house is kind of designed really is around an evolving family, so if anybody has kids, they'll know that when they're younger, wherever you go they go. So at starting off they'll all be in here, probably tripping over myself and Lauren, and as they get older then in teenage years they'll probably want their own space, so they can evolve then into the theatre area and probably take that over. And it's also works around, say, visitors and guests, where if we have, say, a lot of cousins or friends and family coming over, they can take over this area of the house and run in and out to the courtyard this way, while we can be in the main, say, dining family area and still keep an eye on them, but as well be able to be far enough away from them so they don't drive us all mad. So further on down the hall here, this is that little recessed brick ledge I was telling you about. There's timber floors, recessed brick ledge up here, and then horizontal stained timber battens on that wall. This is all 31 courses. This is basically the back of the scullery wall. Island here, entry into our bedroom here, which will also pick up the timber batten theme on this side and the back wall there. And this is another recessed brick area for another television, which will be setting into some panels as well. So this here is the dining area where we're in now, and then this is the family. And I'll talk about this courtyard and what's going on that window when I get back. But for now, we'll go into the first bedroom, which is Rory's room. And all these are set 1.5 back, so you can get a decent bit of planting in front of each window, so that every bedroom is looking out at some planting instead of a colour bond fence. And he's a nice big robe here, which is again that white opaque glazing which will run through here, and this is the main storage for the house, between, say, Eva's bedroom and the hall, which is also a bank of white glass, which also then runs into Eva's bedroom, which is a bank of white glass for the sliding robes as well. Through here then we have the main family bathroom, which will have an egg-shaped bath, freestanding bath here, window either side. This is a 190 deep brick wall, so it stands proud of the main cavity wall. And we will have the plate for the mixer and spout centered on that ledge, and then there's a little recessed ledge then to pick up shampoos, etc., and soaps. Here will be a brick ledge about 3 courses high here, and then we'll drop the cabinet on top of it, a very small splashback here, and then the rest of the full wall is going to be a mirror, and there'll be a pendant coming down in this corner here. This is the shower, so basically it's all tiled, runs straight in, and we have a 4-course high shaving ledge here for whenever Eva gets old enough to use that. Thoughts about, and we have a recessed brick ledge here for the shampoos and soaps, etc. Over on this side will be the mixer, so you can turn it on and get your temperature right before you jump in. Out here we have, into the hall where the storage is, toilet, self-explanatory, and then this is Eva's bedroom, same idea with the planter section outside here, and she will have her robes there, so that white glass robes will continue the whole way into this hallway and then into Rory's room at the end. So 28 courses in here, 31 courses everywhere else. And then we go in here back to the dining area. So like I was saying, dining area here, timber panel ceiling feature here. We have double glazed stackers, so basically they'll all stack back, one panel on this end and one panel on this end, and north is about there. So we've designed the courtyard to get as much natural light into the house throughout the whole day for as long as possible, which also gets it into the hallway here and into the theatre as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, so you always have a view of the garden wherever you are in the house, so you can see through here. When you come in first, you're looking into the garden. This will be a planted section here. When you're in the theatre looking out, you can see the planted section. When in the dining family area, you see it as well. So this will all be mass planting there. Steps down to the boat store there with a gate. We have the wall with the perforated panels on top to let light in and offer us privacy. We'll be building a pergola area here with barbecues, etc., and then continue the mass planting along this colour bond fence around to the back. And when you're in this area here in the kitchen dining area, so basically this wall here is the scullery behind, and then this is the main kind of kitchen area. There will be a grey stone top here for the island with a timber facing on this side to pick up the flooring, and then the rest of the cabinetry behind will be white stone top with white cabinets. and it's the same for the overhead cabinets as well. So basically the splashback will return back into the window frame, the overhead cabinets return into the window frame, and the stone top returns into the window frame. So it's a nice little neat detail. And we have a strip light below the overhead cabinets which runs through. And here in the center there will be the oven, cooker, range hood. Over here it'll be the sink and the dishwasher, and in the island then there'll be bins. And what we're trying to do here is when you're sitting down anywhere inside the kitchen, when you look out the back, didn't want to feel, say, enclosed in like a small block or whatever. So this is going to be mass planted as well, so there'll be lots of leafy green visible through the windows. And Lauren's also going to do a bit of a veggie patch out there, because it seems like we've actually got a bit more room than we thought. It's working out quite well. Over on this side here is the scullery end, so there'll be coffee machines and stuff down here, stuff you want to keep out on the bench but you don't literally or necessarily want to see the whole time. Over on this side here there will be a pantry and a pantry either side with a recessed opening for a large fridge, and the microwave will also be in this side of the cabinetry. The cabinetry as well will have sliding drawers inside, so you can pull your drawer out, see the food, and you basically don't have a full drawer full of gone off food. In here is going to be the laundry. There will be a deep cabinet here, so this cabinet line is just going to run straight through for a bit, and the shelves are recessed further back, and we'll be able to hang 2 Dysons in there. And behind this cabinet there will be an open shelf, vertical shelf, which is going to hold the ironing board and the iron over it. Here on this wall will be the washing machine here and the deep sink on this side, and we'll have a tile splashback overhead cabinets, and basically these are the same as the cabinets in here, so white stone top, white cabinets. And we also have a hanging drying rail underneath the overhead cabinet. This is out to the drying courtyard through double glazed sliding doors, and that'll be the main drying area, which we won't hopefully see. Over here is the entrance into our bedroom. So I said before we're going to do some timber battens, so on this wall here and this wall there's going to be timber battens. There's going to be a 28 course bulkhead here, which will actually be reflected on the far side as well, so those 2 openings are centered on each other. There will be another 28 course bulkhead which will be framed up to go in here as well, and hopefully get a timber batten wall in there. And just give a look back around this way so you can see what's happening with dining areas, passage into the bedrooms, overlook onto the courtyard. And this is our bedroom, so double glazed slider there, and we have 31 courses in the bedroom. It'll drop down here to 28 courses because of the eaves, and we have a bulkhead here running through, which will run all the way through into the ensuite at that height as well, and then 28 course ceiling inside the shower and the toilet, which I'll talk about in a second. But the main ensuite area is 31 courses high as well. So that's where we've come in from there. So now we look into the ensuite. So the first thing you see when you go into the ensuite is this framed opening here, which is to toilet here on this side, a shower on this side. You can see there's a recessed slot in the brickwork there, and that's to receive a channel for a dividing glass screen. So that will basically divide the toilet and the shower from one another and keep all the water inside the shower. So the shower screen is going to be milky white, and there's also 2 milky white opaque glazed doors which will be hung on these brick walls, just to give a bit of privacy in there. So at the back of the shower you can see that there's a 14 course high ledge, brick ledge, so you can stack your shampoos and all that soaps and stuff on this here, and we just ran it straight through into the toilet as well, just for continuity, which will go right through the glass screen. We've a 4 course high brick shaving ledge down here for Lauren, with a tile insert strip drain in front of that. On this wall here there's going to be a double shower head, a large rain one, and then you have the more handheld one you can take off, which is more like a power jet, and there will be the mixer for the shower on this side here. And when you look back towards where we came in You'll see there's a window either side, and we have a 190 deep brick wall internally here. Then we have the normal single leaf, and this whole bathroom is going to be tiled in rectified tiles from the floor, which will come up onto these brick ledges and fold back into the window, come around the brick here and return into the windows. And then there's also a tiled brick ledge which has to be built here as well, yes, which the vanity cabinet's going to sit on top with the sink, and then there's a mirror then centered in this. And on the far side of the ensuite here, there's a recess for Lauren to put a table and mirror to do her hair and makeup, etc. there. Through here centered will be 28 course or 25 course high opening to get into the walk-in robe. It's just be the walk-in robe here, so it goes back around like that there, so quite a lot of space in there. Just back into the bedroom here. Just have a look at the courtyard quickly. So the pergola area will be here with the barbecue, mass planting coming back, screen wall to allow light in, perfect screen wall on top to allow light in and give us privacy from the street. And then this is all the garage here, comes back around to entry window, sculpture, theatre doors, and then to the main dining area and bedroom. And one thing you probably notice, actually, now I forgot to mention it earlier, but the whole house is actually insulated as well with Kingspan insulation, which you can see up high there, which seems to be quite a unique thing here in Australia. Nobody seems to insulate their houses. I don't understand why. They'd rather pay a fortune on aircon bills to try to keep the place cool or warm. So it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up. And over here, let's see if I can do a video of the front maybe. So this is steps down here, there'll be a gate, and this will be the boat store here. So there'll be taps and stuff here to wash out engines, and I'm going to build in some sort of big drain here with a grate I can lift on and off to get any sand and stuff out of, so it doesn't block anything. So this here is the door into the garage, recessed meter box, and between the door to the garage and the recessed meter box will be a gate coming all the way across, and that's going to securely hide the boat, etc. from the street. Out here we have exposed ag driveway, 9-meter crossover. Just give a look at down there, look up to the front of the house. So boat store, double car garage with a store, feature brick wall. This here then is entry up here, so there'll be little wall lights along here, 3 wall lights, then there'll be steps, exposed ag steps up to the front with wall lights in the feature stone as well, 1200 wide door side light, and then we have the corner window with the planter to the front guest bedroom. And then you can see the way bedrooms and studies etc have been set further back so you can get planted areas in front of them. And there'll also be some steps starting around here going up to the back with a landing and a gate roughly around where the render is finishing to close off this section for privacy as well. So that's basically the house now at the moment. It's ready now for, you can see the roof trusses there, probably starting the roof now this week. So yeah, all going well, coronavirus or not. So happy days. I'll maybe do another walkthrough later on when the roof and stuff is on and you can start to see what it's starting to shape up like. So yeah, good luck.